And I don't know what the wealth one is. So, white. Oh, I don't feel like it was white either. I'm going with yellow. I'm going with yellow. Oh, please be right. 86th floor. Perfect. Still on the spire. Travel north. North. Really? Gold needles? Bastards. The western wall. Stone. But yeah, like this. If this was like some kind of like end game like secret dungeon, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I could see that. I can see that. Whatever. Actually, one second, I gotta switch this over because I couldn't see my other chat because I'm on live on Twitch right now too. 80th floor. This will face a rare and difficult enemy known as Tower. There's another transport elevator, take you up to the 90th floor. So there's nothing here right now except for this chest. 90. Let's just skip 99. Fuck that. Fuck that floor. Basically the Harry Potter theme. I always find it hilarious when games will do shit like that, where it's like, just things sound the same. It reminds me of, like, when I used to listen to Cradle of Filth, and there was one of their songs came out, and if you listened closely enough to the guitar riff, it was the Meow Mix song for the cat food. And it's just like, no, there's no way. And then all of a sudden you listen to it, and it's just like a heavier version, but it was just like da 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 da, and you're just like, oh my god, it's the Meow Mix song. What is happening here? Oh, look at you. If you're not an Esper, I don't know what is. Yeah, I'm taking chunks out of you, and then I'm just gonna watch my health. Oh, somebody got fucking diseased. Why stupid fucking disease? We're not doing this, you're just gonna keep curing. What are you doing now, big fella? That looks like it's probably gonna hurt. So that person's dead. That's okay. They got disease anyway, so it's not like they're gonna fucking do anything magical. So they got one fucking health. Well, I guess I could, flare this fucker. Oh, when did your health go down so fast? That's what happens when you're slightly not paying attention. Just uses healing and then fucking gets tanked. And then goes down again. There we go. That's better. Now I get another summon creature. Woo! The other one I find kind of weird is the fact that, like, so far none of the conventional summons have been, like, unlockable. Like, no Ifrit, no Shiva, like, the Bringer of Order. Like, anytime summons, like, once summons started being involved in fucking Final Fantasy, like, they kept with their core base. Like, don't get me wrong, they have new ones added and taken away every now and again. Yeah, but, like, even still, like, Tactics still had Ifrit and Shiva and Bahamut and Odin. Like, Tactics is one of my favorite games. Like, I love Tactics. But, like, they still had, like, the core Final Fantasies. Like, I love the Ivalice is one of my favorite Final Fantasy worlds, like, in general. Like, the Ivalice is, like, their world is just great. There's so much, like, lore and background to it. But, like, you know, like, the Summoner class was, like, a beast of a class in Tactics.
The din of the mist grows greater.
The Suncrest must be near.
Apparently I just looked down at, like, my phone is like, some comments in the live were filtered to protect community experience. What was filtered? What happened? Why are they filtering things? I didn't ask them to filter things. Is everything alright?
Losing someone you care about.
Something we all got in common.
But no, friggin' like,
But you know, no matter
like,
how
Tactics
hard we try,
and, like, this, I'd love to see them do, like, more games
There's
like
nothing that
Tactics
can bring them
and
back.
just, like, do kind of, like, a little bit
Still,
better graphics. Like, I don't even want them
sometimes
to,
when I
like,
close my
upgrade
eyes,
graphics to, like,
I can see
anywhere
them so
close to
clearly.
anything that's out. Like, I want them to stick with the way it is, but, like, kind of do, like,
You think to have cast them off.
what they
only
did
to
with, like, the
find them
pixel
years
remasters, where they
later,
updated everything, like, a
unwearying,
ton, made it, like,
unrelenting.
really crisp,
The
really
past
clean.
can bind a
Kind of like
man
some of
surely
the,
as irons.
like, the pixel games that are coming out, like, recently. Like,
Cut the
their Sea of
true
Stars was
path.
another one that, like, kind of went back
What
to,
will
like,
she?
the Chrono Trigger style look. And, like, I'd love to see them do, like, Tactics with, like, a game, like, or a Tactics game with, like, graphics like that. I think it would be beautiful. I just find, like, I love seeing graphics like this. Like, it's cool, it's awesome, but, like, at the same time, they're kind of limited to some of the things they can do. Like, when you look back at, like, some of the other Final Fantasy games, or, like, just general RPGs, like, back in, like, the PlayStation days, just certain things that they could do that, like, make it a little bit harder, or kind of, like, game-breaking at the same time when you try and do them with, like, graphics they have nowadays. As I die a little bit inside. But, like, I'd love to see more, like, really good Tactics games.
So this is the Suncrest.
Like, another one of the games I really need to guess and take a look at playing is Octopath Traveler. Like, I've been seeing a lot of videos on that the last couple days, and I love Square games. Square games have always been, like,
King Wraithwall stood here.
my
with this
favorite
sword, he
ones
cut
to
the
go with.
Suncrest and took its power in his hand.
But,
you
like,
are
I
going to
haven't
use the sword to
played
destroy the
Octopath
Suncrest.
Traveler yet.
Aren't you, Ash?
I accidentally
interrupt me,
forgot to
Vern.
change the title. I was playing Star Ocean yesterday, and I don't know how to change the title of it while I'm live yet, because I'm still new to doing TikTok live. I'm live here, and I'm live on Twitch. But for some reason, like, the live center that pops up when I go live for the Twitch section of it doesn't show any, like, options to change stuff. Because I, like, I paused it for a second so I could do that. But, like, there's literally no options. There's, like, a share button and a pop-out option for, like, the chat. But other than that, it's, like, live data and top viewers. So I don't really have anything to currently fix my dilemma.
Lord Rassler.
Guess there's a way to do that on my phone right now.
You want revenge? You would have me use the stone?
I would have you use the stone. Twice, in fact.
You would have me destroy the Empire? Is this my duty? Is this what you want? I cannot.
Let's see if I can.
Why do you
fix
hesitate?
This settings. Is there
Take what is yours. The
moderation
Chris is
list?
a blade. It was meant for you.
Gifts, viewer
Wield
rankings.
it.
Oh, look, it's a judge. That's
Avenge your
unfortunate.
father.
That's explore.
Yes. It was I who wore Bash's face. Who cut down the life of Dalmasca. Lady Ash.
Yeah, no,
your
I'm just not
father's
finding
murderer is
anything.
here.
so once if I could figure out how to change that right now, I definitely
I
would.
slew your country. Do these deeds not demand vengeance?
Tomorrow will be Star Ocean though, so I won't have to change it tomorrow.
Yes. Good. Find your wrath.
I
Take
am
up your sword. Fight and serve those who died before you.
I love how the kid just fucking stood there. He's like, I'm just gonna take this glaive straight to the face.
2 years passed. He took in his hand the Midlight Shard, stolen from Nabratia, and used it not knowing
No, why
what
not?
he did.
Why not? Just
And now
sit
his
there,
was
glaive to the
blown
face,
away.
day's
Sid
done.
ordered this of
Things are
him
great.
To learn
Things
the
are good.
Nephesite's true power. That man swore never to let such terrible power be used again. He
Are you
forsook
sure?
his Judicious plate and his name.
Judge Sect.
It's been too long, Gabranth. Reach out your hand, Lady Ash. But remember, that which you must grasp is something beyond revenge, something greater than despair.
That's really powerful.
Something
Makes things go
beyond
boom.
our reach. Try as we might, Gabranth, history's chains bind us too tightly.
And now I will sever them. Oh, never mind. He's got a swallow, not a glaive. I didn't see the other
We can't
blade on the other
escape
side of it.
past. This man is living proof. What is your past, daughter of Dalmasca? Did you not swear revenge? Do the dead not demand it?
I love those kind of weapons. That's why I liked Chrono Cross, and I think Chrono Trigger, Chrono's last weapon is a swallow as well, or at least it's called that. Because I know he has a sword through the majority of it, but I think the final weapon is one. And he's like, oh, what do we do now? Did I just miss the weird... Yeah, I definitely looked away at the wrong time to see the weird glowy monster thing in the back.
Rassler. My prince. Our time was short.
Very short.
Yet I know this. You are not the kind to take base revenge!
Slashing at ghosts. Just
Rassler
sitting there
I
and being
knew
very disrespectful
is
to
gone.
the dead. He's just like, why, man?
Saint Tashalia Banagin. You must use the Nephesite. You must be the one to straighten history's weave.
I am no false saint for you to use.
I do what I want. I wonder how heavy that sword is. Because, like, with how thick parts of that sword are and how wide
Not
that
once
blade
did we
is.
rely on the Dusk Shard. Our people resolved never to use it, though their need might be dire. That was the Dalmasca I wanted back.
Then bring it back. Don't kill people. Be good.
To use the stone now would be to betray that. I will destroy the Suncrest. I will discard the stone.
You claim no need of power? What of your broken kingdom's
Oh,
shame?
thank you for the follow there,
Protect
Camp.
the
I just
man
seen that.
justice.
You're wrong.
Unfortunately, I didn't hear it
What would
because I have
change?
my my volume
I
down a little
can't
bit.
help my brother now.
Because for some reason this is very
My
loud
brother's gone.
through the TV.
He's dead.
Like I've got my TV on like 2, and like I'm hearing
Even
this
with
fucking
power, we
crystal
cannot
clear.
change what is past. What is done is done.
It almost looks like a fucking geode.
Yet without
Can we
power,
kill him now?
what future can you claim? What good a kingdom you cannot defend?
Then I will defend Queen and Kingdom both.
Defend? You?
Yes,
You
like
who
you did
failed
before.
Landis and Dalmasca. What can shame hope to keep safe? Your shield is shattered. Your oath's
Oh,
poison
he's
you
like
would
pulling
protect.
a Darth Maul now, is he? Just gotta watch my health. Come on, kill him, guys. Hack away at his face.
Hear me, Bosch. Do not think killing the Kingslayer will win you back your honor. When you abandoned home and kin, your name was forever stained with blood.
Was it now?
Aye. This stain is mine to bear, but I will bear it willingly, knowing that I did all that I could for hope.
What do you mean?
Preen and strut as you like. In the end, we are the same.
apologize for the
Bloodthirsting
coughing.
carrion birds.
Tends to be part of my
Hell-bent
personality.
on revenge.
I almost swallowed that wrong. I'm definitely gonna have to heal now, I bet. Or not. Like, that looked like it was supposed to be some big-ass fucking move. I was like, look at me.
So you, too, would leave your debts unpaid.
Enough of this!
Popped up on the TikTok, eh? I know this fucking guy.
You disappoint me, Gabrand. He trusted you. When you bared steel against the princess, you
Where the
forswore your
fuck did Sid
obligations to
just
your
come
emperor.
from?
You shame yourself. And
I
make
appreciate
mockery
it
of your
nonetheless.
master's trust. You are
Yeah, no, like
unfit to
the
sword
the
or
option
shield.
to stream to two
And so I
platforms at once for
release
free
you from
just
that
popped up
service.
on friggin'
Your presence
Stream
neither
or
required nor
Streamlabs. So I was just like, you want to know what? Fuck it. So I spent like last weekend.
Gabrand!
I spent last weekend trying to set it up, and I was like, you want to know what? Like, let's go with TikTok. I was like, TikTok is the main thing people are using right now. So
You were only a tool of this Venar.
a wholesaler for like
We are allies.
blah
surely
blah
I
blah
give
blah
men
blah
power
blah
as a
blah
master
blah. Why am I
feeds his
thinking
dog. It is meant to
wrong
tame
things right
us.
now?
How well you resisted their wile. By turning your back on their stones, you give
Oh,
us
like
free hand
hardware
to
supplies,
write our
like
own
building
history.
supplies and stuff.
And at what price? Dalmasca's freedom for your nethicite? I shall not suffer you to have it.
Plumbing?
The sun
Oh,
Christ be
okay.
damned.
So there's
Sure that it is.
getting
For
warmer. I'm like, I'm thinking there's only a couple because like
My
we
lady, I would have you stay your
go to
Arcturian
Home
soul.
Hardware a
The
lot.
Sun Christ is glutted with mist.
Home
So
Depot
precious a thing
very
must not be
rarely,
squandered.
but like I don't
Let us
really
use
consider
the
those
stone.
really
Finish
wholesalers.
this
So the
off.
only place I can really think of is Emco. Emco's the big one we hit a lot. Trying to think what else, because there's two other places downtown, but we don't use them unless it's like there's Wosley. Wosley's one we've been to a couple times.
Cocoon of the Suncrest, spill forth
Yeah,
the
okay.
rest upon this
Your second comment came in, and I gotta forget. I always forget there's a little bit of a delay. Yeah, Emco. Okay. Now it's time to figure out which one you are. I'm pretty sure you're usually off on the right side. The only person I could think of that would like be doing the gaming might be terrible with names though. But there's like 2 or 3 of you guys that we talk to a lot, so like I've got it narrowed down to 3.
Design. Testament that man's history shall be his alone.
Oh, nice.
You made your nethicite for this. You mimic the Arcurian stone for what?
Yeah, no, I'm just
To
waiting for a
become
call
God
back from the boss man. I just finished doing blocks a little while ago,
Those of the would-be
so I'm not like really back to work. Every now and again he'll try and throw me something. But like I'm waiting for the big callback. Like the only people really working right now are him and the other journeyman we have on. I went back and did blocks. His son and nephew were finished doing blocks. And then the other fourth year we had Ryan. Ryan's, I'm not sure, he's most definitely finished now. He went back to, oh, that looks like fun, to finish his fourth block, so he should have his journeyman ticket now. So we should have 3 of them. But it's just the 2, there's not enough, we don't have enough work lined up yet, but they just put in numbers for, I think, like an 18 plex.
The fruit of our power and knowledge. See what the stone of man is capable of. Witness its power.
Do you do like competitions and stuff? Like, is that what you mean by professional gamer? Like, do you do like, are you like competitive? Do the competitive circus? Oh, that guy looks like fun. I really gotta take that fucking Discord link out. Nice. I like Warzone, and like I used to do the competitive games like all the time, but there's just not. I just don't have enough friends that are on often enough. Yeah, like it's hard to really like, especially like if you're trying to like go hardcore into it, it's hard to try and get like the time to do it, especially like working, right? Go to Famfear then. Fucking which is like one of those things that like I'd like to play more of the competitive games, but there's just not enough friends that I have, and I hate playing with randoms, so I don't even touch them anymore. But like, you know, it is what it is, right? Like there's not much you can do. I find like the whole the whole of it's just too much of a hassle for me to even bother with, like if I don't have a team. Because like I love playing Apex. Apex was like my usual go-to. But unfortunately, you know, same thing, just not enough time between people, and like getting the different schedules together and whatnot. So I have them installed like for the off chance that, you know, a time arises where things align. But it's just like, you know, until that happens, it's whatever. But I'm mainly like friggin' trying to say words now. I'm mainly a single player person anyways, like, because I love the story aspect of things. Oh, he's doing bad things. I have a friend, like a guy I knew in Halifax, was also like a programmer. He used to do CSGO a lot. He was actually sponsored by Monster at one point. And I was like, oh really? I was like, what do you get? He's like, as much Monster as I want. And I was like, seems like a good time. I could really go for that. Yep, had a feeling that was going to happen. Yeah, CS if you're not into competitive games and you're trying to play CSGO, you're in the wrong spot. But like, you know, like some of the stuff you can like unlock for Go, just like the skins and like the amount of money people can just make by opening those boxes is fucking insane. Like, I remember seeing some of those and it's like, oh, like, I unlocked this knife skin. This knife skin I can sell on the store and make, like, you know, $8,000. Just like, what do you mean? Like, I don't understand. It's like a skin in a game, but, like, you know, what it is what it is, right? Just got this fucking summon taken care of, and then I can kick the ever-loving shit out of Sid again. Do you still do, like, a lot of the professional gaming and stuff, or is that kind of like... or not, like, I guess a lot, but do you still do it occasionally, or is that just, like, completely on the back burner at the moment? go. Back to kicking the shit out of Sid.
No pity from me!
Damn it, Sid. Stop laughing. It's like... I was saying how heavy that sword must be. I can only imagine how fucking... Yeah, games are definitely not the same anymore, that's for sure. Like, even just RPGs in general, like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of games out, a lot of games that I love, but, like, when you go and take them compared to some of the ones that are, like, I'm not a huge fan of 12, like, 12 is good. I still got it, though, just no desire. Nope, that's 100% understandable. I was never hugely good at the fucking... the battle royals and stuff, but like I loved them. Like that's why I loved going in with like a bunch of friends. They're just fun to do. Get the odd win every now and again, or even just a game where like I get a bunch of kills in a row. I can never get into WoW. WoW is just one of those games that it doesn't get me. I remember I played, somebody was trying to get me into WoW for the longest time, and I was like, you want to know what? Fine, I'll give it a try, because, like, don't get me wrong, I love my MMOs. Final Fantasy XI was good, Knights of the Old Republic was good, I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy XIV, but, like,
It is done.
I went and I tried WoW, and I did the trial, or like the free trial for it, and I maxed out my character in the trial period, like with, you know, how high you can get in the trial, and I was just like, I don't see myself liking this. Like, I was like, I put a bunch of time in, and it's not drawing me in. And like that's and like the story I find is just too hard to get into. I know, like, don't get me wrong, like the books for World of Warcraft and stuff like that, the lore for World of Warcraft is fucking gigantic.
Fool of a pirate.
But like but like just having a story to it, I just find is too hard to really find unless you're looking for it. Like where Final Fantasy XIV does the opposite, where it's like the main part of the game where you're going through, like there's the cutscenes, there's this, that, and the other thing, where it's like, here's the story right in your fucking face.
To bursting, it beats.
And that's the kind of MMO I need, where like the story's just right there. And that's the thing I found I lacked a lot in WoW, because like the graphics are nothing for me for a video game. I don't care what the game looks like. Most of the games I go back to and play over and over again are fucking so terrible looking compared to like even things that came out, you know, 20 years ago.
That's what a sky pirate does.
But like to me, they're pretty. Like, you know, I go back to Super Nintendo games and like pre-PlayStation games fucking all the time.
Ash, the sword. We have to
So
stop
like that's where my love for games mainly stems from, is just like games from that era. Like the Super Nintendo PlayStation era will always be peak gaming for me, like just because I'm mainly like a huge RPG player. Because like in my opinion anyways, like all the best RPGs were that area, the Super Nintendo PlayStation era. Like don't get me wrong, there's some great ones out now, there's some great ones out since, like, you know, PlayStation ended, and there was some good ones, like there's some great ones out before the Super Nintendo era. But like just all of my all-time favorites were those two systems. Like, the best Final Fantasies, in my opinion, were like 6 to 9 is like peak Final Fantasy in my opinion. It was a Day of Defeat for me, one of the best games in the early era. Day of Defeat. I've never heard of that game. Is that like what style game is that? Is that an RPG or? Because like there's still games now that I'm finding out about that are like older style RPGs. But like, you know, like the Final Fantasy 6 to 9 were my favorites, along with like friggin' Tactics. Tactics is fucking such a good game. FPS war game. Oh, okay. And that's what I find, like, the second you mention tactical, that's like one of those things I find a lot of games don't have nowadays, especially like RPGs. RPGs have gone too much toward the action-adventure side of things, and like, especially with like the rise in popularity of, or well, not really rise because it's like one of the top games, is like the Souls-like games, and like RPGs are like their JRPGs are like few and far in between. Like, don't get me wrong, like they still release a lot of good ones, but like so many of them are just